Welcome to another GL Communications product demonstration video. This video is a continuation of our PacketCheck series. PacketCheck is our easy-to-use software program for Ethernet and IP testing. We will now demonstrate how to intentionally impair packets prior to transmission. We will demonstrate a bit error rate test using PacketCheck, which is installed on two computers. Both computers are located on a local area network and connected to an Ethernet switch. Let's call these PacketCheck A and PacketCheck B. PacketCheck A will transmit to PacketCheck B. PacketCheck B will loop back traffic to PacketCheck A. All relevant statistics will be computed on PacketCheck A, such as the bit error rate, round-trip delay, lost frames, and so on. We will impair the packets prior to transmission. We expect to see bit errors in the received stream. The parameters for this test are as follows. We will send Ethernet frames, which will contain IP and UDP data. We will conduct the test at 1 megabit per second and use a pseudo-random binary sequence as our bit pattern. We will impair the traffic by deleting, inserting, and modifying bytes. Next, we will show the PacketCheck software. Okay, so we're first going to configure PacketCheck B. So for mode selection, simply click Loopback, verify the MAC and IP address, and then hit Start PacketCheck to start the PacketCheck software. In loopback mode, all you have to do is select Ethernet for layer 2, IP for layer 3, and UDP for layer 4. This will tell PacketCheck B to automatically switch the source and destination MAC address, source and destination IP address, and the source and destination UDP port. Click Start to start PacketCheck B in loopback mode. Next, we will configure PacketCheck A. Click on the desktop icon to launch the software. Make sure the mode is set to normal, verify the MAC and IP address, and click Start PacketCheck to launch the software. Okay, so as in the first video in this PacketCheck series, we're going to set up the stream almost identically. We're only going to have one stream, so if you have multiple streams, you can go ahead and delete it. For this stream, let's go ahead and verify all of the parameters. So make sure that it is in transmit receive mode. It is sending Ethernet frames with IP packets, and layer 4 is set to UDP. Go to the MAC tab and verify that the source MAC address is the MAC address of the computer hosting PacketCheck A, and the destination MAC address is the computer hosting PacketCheck B. Next, go to the IP address tab and verify that the source and destination IP addresses. Next, go to the UDP tab and enter the source and destination UDP ports. Next, go to the payload tab and verify the bit error rate pattern. Then go to the transmit tab and let's set this for fixed size Ethernet frames of length 1500 bytes. We will send the packets continuously at a rate of 1 megabit per second. The traffic generation mode is set to burst. Next, we'll go to delay measurements and select round trip delay. Before we introduce impairments, we're actually going to start the test by clicking Start to ensure that the bit error rate test is running successfully without any bit errors to begin with. And so, as usual, feel free to maximize the screen so you can see more comfortably. And we see that, in fact, we are not seeing any bit errors. We have pattern synchronization. So this gives us confidence that to start, the test is running successfully. PacketCheck A is sending packets to PacketCheck B, and PacketCheck B is looping the packets back to PacketCheck A without introducing any error. Now let's begin impairments. The first impairment we'll do is to delete bytes from any packet that is being transmitted from PacketCheck A. So let's say we want to delete 4 bytes, and we'll start the deletion at the byte offset of 100. In our case, we're going to introduce these impairments continuously. Of course, you can also introduce them a finite number of times. So when ready, click Activate to begin the impairments. And what you notice immediately is that we now start to see bit errors. We have a bit error rate of about 10 to the minus 5, and the bit error count is steadily increasing. So that's how you very simply introduce impairments into a bit error rate test. Now, to stop the impairments, simply click Deactivate. There are other type of impairments that you can generate. You can insert bytes you can also do logical operations on bytes. So for instance, if I hit AND, the default value is 0, 0, but you can AND with any sort of hexadecimal pattern you want. The reason you would want to AND with 0, 0 is because obviously when you AND with 0, 0, the result is 0. So this is a way to take a fixed number of bytes and turn them to 0, 0, to all zeros. So that's another way to impair packets. And again, we can hit activate to activate the impairments. And again, you see that we have a non-zero bit error rate, and the bit error rate count is increasing. So this is how impairments work in PacketCheck.